Today on Fresh Vintage Garage, we're checking out the world's smallest scan tool. We're kind of half kidding, but half serious. Let's get this thing unboxed together right now. Hey everyone, this is Tom with Fresh Vintage Garage. Today we're checking out the Launch Creader Elite 2.0-H. Big shout out to Launch for sending this over and sponsoring this video. Forgive my joke at the beginning of the intro there, but this thing is genuinely small. And just to shout it out, if you haven't seen our video on our Creader Elite Honda here, the vertical version, like the portrait version, and also we have the Launch CRP129E Plus. This is kind of like the bigger brother of these two. Definitely check out those two videos if you're looking for Honda, Acura specific, or if you're looking for something that does kind of a coverall of all OEMs out there. The reason we mention those two is if you literally turn the box this direction and you put these side by side, this screen size starts making more sense. And I personally, just some personal commentary, I feel like a vertical screen like this at the screen size makes more sense in the palm of your hand. But let me unbox this, and I want to show you how small this thing is. And while I unbox this, there's not much here. This does all the usual suspects: OBD2 code reading, live data reading out of the ECU, and live data graphing. Let me pull these off of the screen, or what do you call it here? And this is the actual scan tool here. It does usual things like oil light reset, steering angle, sensor reset, diesel particulate filter, blah, blah, blah. But this is the actual Launch unit. And just for comparison, I'm going to put this here, and then we're going to have the actual screenshot that we saw when you go to buy this. So that'll be up here somewhere. And you can kind of see it's sort of deceptive because it looks way bigger in the screenshot versus what you're seeing here. But if I turn this sideways for a moment, this starts to make more sense. It even almost kind of looks similar to that. But so bravo to Launch for trying a horizontal one, so to speak. But this screen is kind of tiny. A few cool things about it. It does have Wi-Fi. It does have lifetime software updates for the actual software that's in here. Now, does that mean just firmware updates for this, or is there a mall on this that you can actually buy more advanced software that you have to pay a subscription for? We're not 100% sure, but we're going to find out once we actually jump into my CR-V and plug into the car. Looking at it, pretty cut and dry. There's, it's durable. That's kind of soft, which is a good thing if it actually drops on the floor. But here is your home screen, and looks actually pretty commonplace. Similar to all the other Launch units that we've used and tested. This is where your cable goes in. Speaking of cable, that's pretty much it. That's the entire package. You get a cable and the scan tool. So let's go ahead and plug into my CR-V outside. Let's jump outside. We'll dig into the diagnostics and the software here to see what's here and what all we can see in the engine computer. So we are here in my 2005 CR-V and plug this in, and it should auto VIN. There we go. And we'll make note the ignition is on. So we found some of the older cars, they take a minute or so to auto VIN, whereas the newer ones, they have much faster computers in them. And let's choose our region. While we're waiting for that, you can see on the top here it has 12 volts, and then you can see our Wi-Fi. The battery is currently charging off the car battery, and it does have the date and time on here. There's a year, make, and model. If we wanted to print it, I guess we could print the information. Now, it's asking me to do it. I want to click cancel. I want to go, no I don't. Okay, so USA. Okay, so let's end this session because I want to go to the diagnostics. Okay, so auto detect. If I click auto detect, it's going to take me right back into the VIN there. So I want to go to Honda. And this is the latest version of the software at the time of the recording. And 16 pin. saying? Now my hope is here it doesn't go into an automatic scan like it was trying to a minute ago, and it'll let us do system selection. Okay, so there's a few things we can do here. I'm going to start from the bottom. Service functions are the actual individuals, so there's our oil light reset and so on and so forth. None of this stuff's going on my actual CRV, so we'll just leave those alone. But there's quite a few things in here for being a smaller unit, smaller scan tool like this. The software's pretty well rounded. Now, system scan and system selection, yeah, it's going to give you the option to go into each one of these areas, and I'll go back through those a little slower so you can see them. So there's a lot in here, and system scan should give us the ability to, okay, so it's just going through, and let's see if it does just the PGM FI, basically the ECU, the engine system. Let's see if it just does that system, or if it starts scanning through everything. So it looks like it's going to rip through everything here, and what we'll do is we'll just speed this part up. So we're back after letting that finish run, and just a quick note, we didn't actually record the entire thing because it was about 5 minutes, give or take. The CRV computer is slower versus like a 2020 Honda Civic or something like that. So all that to say, it did go through. It took about 5 minutes, give or take, and we did at one point have a big list of non-equipped down here. And so what this did is it just looked through and touched all the computers in the car, and it found this. So these are the actual equipped systems in this year make and model. So I'm just going to touch on the actual, basically the engine computer ECU. And my check engine light's been on for a little while here, so we want to see what's going on here. Let's read the fault code. Okay, so that's telling me catalyst system. If memory serves correct, that's basically my catalytic converter is deteriorating, which is not exciting to hear. It's probably a $400 or $500 fix or whatever. But if I wanted to clear the fault code, I could do that. And I'm not going to touch the ECM reset, otherwise the car might not start, kind of thing. Let's read some data streams. And I'm going to click select all. And the screen is very responsive. It's just the angle I'm touching the screen, so have no fear about that. And let's go ahead and start the car. So you can see the data coming out of here. And what's handy is any of these, not all of them, but some of them, you see the graph over here. So I'm just going to touch this. So here's my APP sensor. Forgive me for not knowing what the APP sensor is, but let me give it a little gas. Up, does move. There you go. And I believe we should be able to combine. Let's take a few of these just at random here and hit OK. So if you're chasing like an electrical gremlin in a car, you're chasing some kind of odd issue, this helps you figure out, like, is there a sensor starting to go bad, or like it's bad and you just need to like figure out which one of the 2 or 3 you suspect it is, kind of thing. So, but really nice feature to have there. Let me turn the car off and I'll turn it right back on. Forgive the beeping. Now, what else is in here? So we have actuation tests. Let's see what actuation tests do. Can I actually turn on, I should be able to turn on the radiator fan here. So that's cool to see this has bidirectional control. So you can hear it. I don't know how well you can hear it in, let me just grab my mic here. You may or may not have been able to hear that, but let me turn it off. And let me exit. I wonder what else is in here. Like, is the, are there windows in here? No, fuel pressure test, cruise control. So you can see there's a lot of cool stuff in here. And let's go to, see what else is in here. Special functions. So it's good to see that there's throttle learning and crank pattern learning. And I'm going to keep clicking back. Let's go to the SRS here. Off. Turn it on. Okay. Don't ask me why, but okay. So that's actually IDing it. And do I have any fault codes here? Open or short and ground. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to look into that because that's the cutoff. So when someone sits in the seat, this light up here turns on or off, kind of thing. So interesting. All right, well, I'll take a look at that. And here's our special functions. Let's see what we have here. So we have SWS. I'm gonna go ahead and back out of here. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't want anything crazy happening with the airbag system. Let me keep clicking back here. Okay, now I'm not going to go through this, but I just wanted to show you engine's not running, the ignition should be on. This is going to do a health report, and I won't do the entire thing, but this is effectively going to do what we just did, and it's giving you an actual report that you could hand a customer, so to speak, or you could look on your own car and say, these are the 3 or 4 things that are wrong. These are the 3 or 4 systems that may have an issue. If you have an emissions situation, maybe like these are the things that would make you fail an emissions test, kind of thing. So it's a complete top to bottom health report, and I'm going to stop this, but I just wanted you to see this in action because it's just going through everything in the vehicle that it finds, and you can see some of these say not equipped, and then it's saying it has fault codes and no fault codes. So, but let me go ahead. I'm going to reach up here across the screen and hit exit. And let's go back to the home screen. So OBD2 is basically a condensed, like, you know, the Cliff Notes, the shortened notes version of what we just did in the diagnostics. It takes you directly to OBD2 code reading. Your check engine light comes on, you want to figure out why, you just click the OBD2, and then from here it will actually take you right into reading codes. It's going through the different CAN protocols in the not CAN protocols, the OBD2 protocols in the world. We should be 9141-2. So we'll actually come back once this fails through. It's going to fail through all of these and get down to the bottom one. And there's our year, make, and model. Sorry, our VIN, not our year, make, and model. You can see the malfunction indicator lamp, or the check engine light basically, is on. And this is everything that it did. Let's go ahead and hit enter. And so this is kind of more of the same. You can actually do an O2 sensor test in here. And there's your reading fault codes. So it's nice that they have this in like a quick grab area if you want to go directly to it and not have to dig into the diagnostics. So quickly going through the other things here. Upgrade is just like it sounds. A lot of this is firmware and software upgrades. Now I will make note, this does say it has free Wi-Fi based software upgrades, so you don't have to, you use like a micro SD card or hook it up to a computer to download anything. It's a really nice feature. The thing I did want to note, and this is we were talking about earlier in the video about, is this like all software, top to bottom and inside and out that you can download for free for the life of the scan tool? I think the answer to that is no, and what I mean is you can see here that we do have Aston Martin, Audi, and so on and so forth. There's some brands in here that are, Asian brands or the European brands, but I make that note to say there is Sherry in there, or Cherry, I think that is. Then there's Chrysler. And as you go through here, the reason we're pointing this out is you can buy more in-depth packages. And it also makes us question, is this just a Honda Acura unit? Because they advertise it and sell it as a Honda Acura only, but they also list FCA auto-auth capable on this guy. So keep that in mind if you have a fleet of Chryslers at home. this may work for you, and you do see the Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep software there. But you can buy these, and I will make note, if you have a Ferrari, it's going to cost you $38.35. I believe that yet as a 12-month subscription. I'm trying to touch, 12 months. So knowing that, leave us a comment if you buy this in the future. Say you're a mobile mechanic or you're at a dealership and you're using this for like quick code scans. Does it work for you on just Honda and Acuras, or does it work for you on pretty much anything that rolls through your door kind of thing? One other, let me just show you a few more brands in here. There's GM Brazil, there's GM Buick, Cadillac, blah, 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 all the, the US focused ones. So Jay just pointed out something really cool. We're going to jump into the mall here, and on the top, I completely missed it. You see passenger vehicle, but over here you see reset. So I'm just going to touch reset. There we go. And now granted, this comes with a bunch of resets, oil light, steering angle sensor and stuff, but if you're looking to get, I'll just slowly scroll through these. There's a whole world of resets you can purchase in here. And I know people, some people will get frustrated that these aren't necessarily all included right out of the box, but the software definitely costs as much money sometimes as the scan tool hardware itself. But all that to say, if you're interested, we just wanted to put it in the video and show the amount of things that are in here. There's a ton of different stuff. One other thing I wanted to show you is the settings. Not much to see here. If you want to set up your Wi-Fi, it's here. I turned off the beep so it didn't beep every single time. That drives me bonkers. But your brightness on your screen, I will say it's a pretty bright screen overall. And let's see here. There's our network. And then if you wanted to come in and clean up some of your data, if you had images, like you took a screenshot somehow, that would be in here. Wrapping up the video, let me turn the car off. Wrapping up the video, I like the size of this now that I've used it. And for a mobile mechanic, someone who needs to literally squirrel this away in a bag, like this and a bunch of tools is what you show up with to actually work on someone's car. I get it. I see why they would build this and the size of this. If you're looking for a smaller Honda, Acura focused only scan tool, it makes sense. I mean, the software is zippy. It feels usable. It is corded. I will make that note. It's not Bluetooth. But, for the average DIYer, this makes sense. I mean, this just as well. You saw the actual other Honda scan tool earlier in the video. It makes just as much sense to hold it like this, almost like you're watching portrait, vertical YouTube shorts or something, and use it that way. But leave us a comment. Would you buy this? Are you thinking about buying one? If you have one, let us know how you like it and some of the things you like about it, maybe some things you dislike. But we'll leave a link for this in the actual video you're watching now, along with the other two scan tools you saw, because we've done a bunch of tests and different review videos on things similar to this. And we have several that are focused on Honda, Acura specifically, and also several that are kind of just across the board for any OEM maker model, so to speak. But with that, we appreciate you watching. If you like scan tools, if you like shop equipment, if you like keeping your cars certified fresh and on the road, Fresh Finish Garage is your channel. Please like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.